Uh-huh. Yes, sir. It's your boy RegDolla. Welcome back to the GOATED Fictional League, and we are in week 7 of action. We got the New Orleans Raging Cajuns taking on the Seattle Reign, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen the Raging Cajuns. But the matchup to look forward to is the 1-2 punches on both sides. For the Seattle Reign, we already seen what Tevin Wilson and Russell Marshall are capable of in the first episode in the premiere week. I think that was the first game against the Bison. And then on the other side, Tyree Smith and Xavier Barnes is as good as a 1-2 punch at the 1-4 spot. And that's going to be the matchup of the night. Tyree Smith and Russell Marshall, head to head point guards going at it. 6'5, similar sizes, different play styles, but let's get to the action. As you can see, Xavier Barnes scoring 32 and 10 in his last game, and Tyree Smith putting on the moves on Russell Marshall early and getting to it for the early 2 points in the midi. And then on this play, they set a little back screen for the shooter. Jalen Honeycutt is one of the best shooters in the game. I feel like I'll be saying that about mad people every episode. But trust me, he one of the ones. You can't leave him that wide open. And then Marcus Payne getting his way through the lane and getting the little Euro step bucket. And Tyree Smith in a pick and roll this time, finding the corner. Jalen Honeycutt, I told you, you really can't help off him like that. Hall of Fame catching shooter. And then Tyree Smith this time knocking down his three. This is probably the biggest weakness in this game is the spot up three, but he can knock it down at a respectable rate. And then the half, oh my God, ew, that was nasty. The little half spin and then the nice little Euro step by Russell Marshall. And as you can see, Tyree Smith's burst is second to none and finishing in traffic. When I think of Tyree Smith burst, I just think of like De'Aaron Fox level, like Jaden Ivey, just so effortlessly, like so fast. It's electric. And then Marcus Payne this time getting the two-handed flush. Had 22 in his last game against Seattle. Not Seattle, St. Louis. And Jalen Honeycutt this time. Wide open again, the three-pointer to go. That's his third one in the first quarter already. Maybe next time they'll put a hand up this time. But they do a little handoff play to Tevin Wilson. Has been quiet. And then a nice little like 180 dunk for Corey Cousins. Slight. And now they're in transition this time. And Jalen Honeycutt, they don't locate the shooter, and he makes them pay. Fourth three in the first quarter. Let's see if he could do something special tonight. And then a nice little pick and roll action of Romeo Houston. And then Corey Cousins getting the offensive rebound, passing it out to Vlado Teletovic from downtown, knocking down the three. It's a 1 point game. Russell Marshall with the ball. And you see that dime? Oh my God. That is a dime right there. Timeout called by New Orleans. And a pick and roll pull up by Will Page out of Kentucky. And he buries it mid range from the top of the key. And a great quick decision, an extra pass by Vlado, and rewards the man, knocking down the three. Justin Kirkland knocking that one down. He might be the shortest one in this league. And Vlado this time coming off the screen, knocking down the three. It's a 1 point game. Will Page handling the rock, swings it to Remy Hardy coming off his screen, and he buries one from downtown. And Remy could light it up off the bench. Look out for him. And Marcus Payne looking to go to work this time. That's a nasty spin move right there. Again, the layups to go. He's been doing his damage in the paint so far in this game. And Russell Marshall coming off a pick finds Derek Murray, one of the best role players, could complement anybody. 3-and-D type of guy. Think like a Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart type of role guy. And this time from the top of the key, he buries another one. Was on the Final Four Houston team with Troy Mack and Khalif Kingston. And give me that. Corey Cousins snatches that block, and now they're out in transition. Russell Marshall handling the rock, and he lobs it up to Tevin Wilson, who slams it on the other side of the rim. This duo is electric. Putting on a show. And now Tyree Smith bring the ball. Looks like he about to go to work. I feel it. He about to go to work. He takes it to the basket and gets his layup back. Got a tight game so far. Russell Marshall calling for a screen by Tevin Wilson, and he pulls up this time. Defender doesn't help up, and he makes him pay. And now Seattle is on a little run right now. Another pick and roll, and he lobs it up to Corey Cousins, and they end up calling a goaltend, but he still puts him in the rim though. And now they spamming a pick and roll this time. Russell Marshall looking to get downhill, pump fakes, and this time he fades away. Looks like they're starting to pull away. Going back to the pick and roll. They swing it to Tevin Wilson. Attacks on a closeout. Kicks it back. Another swing. And Vlado. And the offense is clicking right now for Seattle. Just spamming the pick and roll and making plays out of that. Russell Marshall this time kicking it out to the corner. They swing it again. Making the extra pass. And this time Blake McCabe makes him pay with the three. I was just talking about how the game was close, and now it's a 16-point game. And Tyree Smith throws that's a wicked pass right there. Jalen Honeycutt, can he start to heat up again? They got to get some stops, though. Tyree Smith just looking like a tough cover, and they find the right person again. Jalen Honeycutt is on absolute fire. That might be his 6th or 7th three in the game. And now Russell Marshall gets the switch this time. Makes him pay. Hand down, man down, or you got to get up. One of the two. Russell Marshall going behind the back this time. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Russell Marshall going double behind the back. Behind the back dribble. Then the behind the back losing Tyree Smith. There's nothing over there. I promise you. I promise you there's nothing over there, dog. And now Marcus Payne stepping back at the elbow, and he buries another one. And the offense just continues to fire out all cylinders. And now Marcus Payne just pulls up from the three-point line. Timeout called. It's not looking good. And now Derek Murray this time. Shot clock winding down. Steps back. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. If he get into it like that, yeah, it might be over. But Jalen Honeycutt doing all he can to keep them in the game. He's saying, come on, 9.25. 9.25. That's 3 more threes in the second half. And now they find Vlado with a wide open three. And the defense is atrocious right now. Pathetic. They don't want to win. They don't want to win. New Orleans is not about winning. And Marcus Payne hits another three. You know what time it is. Get them out of here. We don't got time for that. They ain't about winning. Get them out of here. Smoke them boys. Put up almost 150 points. 30 for Tevin Wilson. 24 and 15 for Russell Marshall. Just picked apart the whole defense. The whole entire game. Can he be in the candidate for MVP? This is the second time we've seen him play. And another great performance by him. But moving on to the next game. We got the Oklahoma City Knights. And that guy, Trey Phillips, out of Duke. These brothers ain't good. They got heart though. They go compete. And then another big man, Omar Jackson, out of the Brotherhood. Their jerseys look sweet. Now I'm gonna hold you. I like that purple. A little stands out, nice and bright with the white. But let's see what they about to do. They 3-12, Lord. Taking on a 7-7 Iowa team, and we got Ricky Cruz in action and Trey Phillips. Almost every single game, there's a point guard matchup that we can always talk about. But we got a center matchup in Raheem Jenkins taking on Omar Jackson. So we're gonna see how that really turns out. I think that's gonna indicate who probably wins the game. And we set for tip off. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's going to help out the channel. And we about to turn this thing up. Let's get to it. Oh, my God, he got up on that. Let's see what Raheem Jenkins has in store for us. But the Knights have possession right now. Trey Phillips stepping back. Ew, that's nasty. Oh, my God. He got one of my favorite jump shots I made. I'm not going to lie. His jump shot clean. And then, step back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Trey Phillips. Stepping back, creating separation on Ricky Cruz, and crossover is wicked by Ricky Cruz and pulls up from downtown. Don't think anything sweet. And a third step back of the game by Trey Phillips, all in the midi. Just going to work right there. And then now he gets a screen this time, and he fires it, and he has the first 9 points for this team, and it might be a special night for him. It takes a special night for them to get wins in this. And then a corner three by Eli Flowers. And then Camden Hayes. It's kind of funny because they really got similar comps to each other. They kind of play similar. And now they're going head up against each other. And now Ricky Cruz comes off the screen and lets it fly. One thing I like about Ricky Cruz, he could come off screens like that. He could play off ball. It would be nice if Trae Young could do that in real life. But going to work, Omar Jackson. Little smooth little post move, post hook. You don't really see that too much. And now this time, the power finisher by Darius Wiley. Big man, 6'5", I'm not 6'5", 6'9", chiseled. And now Trey Phillips showing that he could do that 3 levels, taking it to the basket and getting a layup to go. And now Skip Fletcher finding a wide open man, DeLon Young in the corner. And now Trey Phillips is left wide open this time. 14 out of the 22 so far in the first quarter. And now Raheem Jenkins has been quiet all first quarter. Turnaround, fadeaway. And he gets it to go. 32-24. Eli Flowers steps back this time and creates the separation. If he could do that more, that could take his game to the next level. And now in the corner, pump fake, crossover, step back by Raheem Jenkins, and he buries it. And now Josh Barnes, all about his buckets. Give me Cam Thomas vibes. He all about his buckets. And a great anticipation, a great steal by Eli Flowers. Goes between the legs, hop steps, and finishes around the defenders. I like that. 2 feet. My God, Larry say that all the time. 2 feet. And now this time, going up, off 1 foot, Jakari Hill slamming it home. And now Ricky Cruz attacking the basket and passing it out to Jordan Tate in the backcourt. Knocking down that 3. Backcourt teammate. And now Ricky Cruz showing off his speed and throwing down a vicious 2-handed slam and hanging on the rim for safety. And now Josh Barnes this time finds it to Camden Hayes from downtown and he knocks it down. This team is struggling a little bit to score tonight, but this time they're struggling to stop Ricky Cruz. This time he goes reverse and is hanging on the rim. That's honestly disrespectful. One time we get it. This time, nah, we ain't doing that no more. No more hanging on the rim. We ain't going for that. They need to show some dog right now. Because Ricky Cruz is absolutely at this team and lobs it up with the game breaker. Darius Wiley throwing down a vicious 2-handed slam. And it looks like the Knight got no pride. No pride. Could have been cracked 100 points. And the Iowa just cruised to a victory. Cruise to this one. Trey Phillips finished with 32 on 12 of 15. Get this brother some help. Oh, he only averaging 22. He need to be shooting more. Let's move on to the last game. We got the Omaha Bison taking on the Arizona Rattlers. 8-8 Bison, 6-11 Rattlers. The first time we seen this team in action, and that is Freddie Hobbs right there. Tenacious defender, tenacious athlete, dog, pit bull. Think of it like Bulls Jimmy Butler. And then this guy at the point guard spot, we seen what he's capable of. Adrian Sparks, great complimentary point guard at 6'6". Gives me vibes of like Sean Livingston, Lonzo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton. Like one of them big guards that's a good facilitator. But the matchup at the 5 spot is what we really need to pay attention. Trent Beretta. Chet Holmgren before Chet Holmgren. And then Jimbo Jackson, an absolute monster who just won the tip. Let's get to the action right now. Step back by Martin Vaughn this time. Misses it. But you see Jimbo Jackson just push the defender under the rim and grab that rebound. That's a grown man right there. That is a grown man. And I ain't even talk about Scotty Brown on this team. And let me put some respect on his name. He just throws it down, absolutely obliterates Josh Bridges on that dunk. And hella people in that poster. Smile. And now, oh my God, did you see that screen by Jimbo Jackson? Absolutely lays out Matt Adams. And then a 3 by Adrian Sparks and Jimbo Jackson. He's really showing off his grown man right now. Grown man in these boys. He is a man amongst boys right now in this game. And Martin Vaughn knocks down that mid-range shot. And look at DeMars Vadas. I think he might be the most talented scorer on this team. And he's starting to pick up his scoring in the last 3 games. And right on cue, pulls up. Oh, never mind. He just misses it. But Jimbo Jackson cleans it up. Getting his 6th rebound already in the game. But Vadas, he already has 6 points. And now this time, creating a shot for himself in the mid-range. And 6'11", just shoot over defenders like it's nothing. And then shot clock winding down. He should have just shot it. And Scotty Barnes all by himself. I mean, not Scotty Barnes. Scotty Brown all by himself. And throws it down. And Seattle is on top of the rankings right now. And now Scotty Brown. Stepping back this time. I thought he was about to go in and probably dunk some shit again. But I like this offense. Give it to the big fella and let him work. Work. Go, big fella. Go, big fella. Jimbo Jackson with the and one. Going to work on that low block right there. Absolute monster. You got to send two. And if you go foul him hard. And now this time, going right at Quincy Rivers and puts him in the rim. He really grown man in though. But we got to see the Jimbo Jackson-Rich Mac matchup. Probably the two biggest guys in the league. And oh my God. Oh my God. Clearing him out the way, giving him the elbow. That might have been an offensive foul, low key. But he's going to work and they not sending anyone at him. Jimbo Jackson is having himself a quarter right now. A quarter of dominance by Jimbo Jackson, pushing him under the rim and dunking on him again. Looking like Greg Oden at Ohio State. Looking like Shaq in his prime. Jimbo Jackson is putting on a performance right now. But off the bench, you got Austin Battle pulling up and knocking down that three. And now, Freddie Hobbs getting to the mid-range and hitting a tough bucket. Matt Adams this time. Great pass to Trent Beretta, who's been quiet this game. And he's definitely ain't taming this boy right here. Jimbo Jackson rolling to the basket. Looking like an Incredible Hulk right now. And now this time he finds a cut in Adrian Sparks right there. And he dunks it home. And Scotty Brown this time with the two-handed slam. Nobody stopping him. And he's hanging on the rim. And now he gets a pick this time. Steps back at the free throw line. And he knocks down another one. 18 in the game for Scotty Brown. He is keeping this team in the game. And now Adrian Sparks is having a better scoring outing than the first time. Knocking down a pull-up three-point shot. And Scotty Brown this time getting met at the rim by not Trent Beretta. By Jimbo Jackson. And a pick and roll. Oh, pick and pop. And that's a dime right there by Matt Adams. Matt Adams has shades of like Tyus Jones, Peyton Pritchard. It has some little sprinkle of Jason Williams in there. And Jimbo Jackson getting the putback slam this time. And Scotty Brown this time dunking on Jimbo Jackson. They going dunk for dunk. I feel like they're going dunk for dunk. And another pick and roll by this duo right here. They pass it to Freddie Hobbs, and he hits another tough mid-range shot again. And they find Jimbo Jackson, and Trent Beretta can't stop this man. Oh my God, he almost knocked out Freddie Hobbs. Hey, yo, he wilding. And he goes to Trent Beretta's not having it. He's like, chill out, bro. And he's like, get out of here. And this time, Sebi Woods this time rising up. Sebastian Woods slamming home the alley-oop. And Trent Beretta has 12 and 11 this game, but is getting dominated on the other side and hitting a little turnaround shot this time. And Jimbo Jackson looking to go to work. They finally send in a double team. And this time, that's a great read right there to Jonte Mayberry knocking down that three. Freddie Hobbs calls for a screen. And let's see what he has for us. Attacks the basket. Hits Jordan Lewis at the top of the key. And Jordan has 13 off the bench right now. It's a 7-point game. Jesse Edwards hand on the rock with Jordan Lewis defending him. A tough step back right there inside the paint. And brings the lead to 9. Quincy Rivers this time. Finds Scotty Brown, and he's been slashing the basket. It's been working all game. And this time he gets an and one. Celebrating with his teammates. It's a 4-point game. Jesse Edwards gets a double screen. They go under it, and he makes them pay from downtown. Give him 8. 7-point game. Ball in the hands of Matt Adams. Great between the legs, attacking the basket, and finishing the layup. 7-point game. Matt Adams again goes between the legs, gets the little screen, attacks the basket. Great floater game. And that was a 1-point game. Shot clock winding down. Martin Vaughn only has 2 points, but this time creates his own and gets the layup to go. Ball in the hands of Jordan Lewis now. Gets a little double screen. They go under it, and somebody has to step up on that. Jordan Lewis is not the one to be going under on. Bad scouting report right there. And this time they find Moses Johnson on the wing and knocks it down. And damn, Jimbo Jackson got 37 and 8. I was about to say I haven't seen him with the ball in a minute, but this time Josh Bridges comes off a screen and the role players are stepping up this time, and that is a great read right there to a rolling Trent Beretta. 5-point game with almost less than a minute to go. Shot clock winding down. They swing it around. Step back this time by Josh Bridges, and he makes a play. Creates one for himself, and that looks to be the dagger right there. It looks like they're trying to send a double team. I don't know what they're doing. They swing it up to Adrian Sparks, but this right here is the dagger. Makes it a 9-point game, and he shoots one to add insult to injury. What they gonna do? Sneak him? Ain't no unwritten rules in this. Run it up. Run it up. You want to complain, get a stop. That's how we coming. The Bison end up winning 124 to 113. And we all know who the player of the game was. Look at him. Look at him. Dumb brolic. Long as hell. He ain't the one. He ain't the one to be playing with. Jimbo Jackson is an absolute brute force, a monster, a man amongst boys. That's a grown man right there. Put some respect on Jimbo Jackson's name. Big dog. Player of the game. Let's take a look at his highlights. Effortless dunk. So, come here. Dunk you very much. Thank you. Hook shot. Showing off the touch. Rolling to the basket. Cranking that thing. There's only one person that could really go head-to-head with him, and that's Rich Mack. And when that matchup comes, best believe we will see that. 41, 22, 4, and 7 blocks. 20 and 11 assists for Adrian Sparks. And that would do it for Week 7 of the GOATED Fictional League. If you made it this far, appreciate you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. Also hit the bell because, it might be a new video dropping Tuesday. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But stay safe. Be GOATED. It's your boy RegDolla. I'm out of here.